It could be more even territory. Both teams coming through well prepped on maps that they knew were going to come out, but this third could be a bit of a surprise. So the question is, are we going to get that competitive nature, or is MIBR going to be able to continue that momentum in this third map?
Yeah, we'd have to think that they could, but I think 9Z can play a little bit more of the unexpected, unorthodox Counter-Strike and, you know, really leverage their individual ability on this map like Mirage. So we'll see how MIBR are able to handle 9Z's pacing. They tried to bring some in a couple rounds on Ancient, but were manhandled quickly. So we'll see if that can change at all here on Mirage.
So we'd find out here, but again, exciting to see that prospect. They start things off with a pistol. It is going to be MIBR getting the defensive start for themselves, and then, of course, 9Z going to be rocking on that T side here, out of the gates. For this first pistol, 9Z electing heavily into the armor. 4 players buying up into that armor. Max going to be the util man here for this round. 9Z, they want to switch the tides here. Get a quick pistol and say, hey, we've wiped that last map clean from our memory. And ready for this third map to be a little bit more competitive.
I believe in that as well, but you never know. If MIBR are in flow state, if they mean business, they want to get to an IEM level event. Well, they're gonna show it here. Let's go. One map to decide it. Drop. Oh, first contact. But Hwaso Peak will break the silence in this one and put down 2 dual Berettas. 4 guns on the floor and 2 players for MIBR.
Well, Hwaso Peak doesn't want to give up on this one, that's for sure. Nice little double entry from the young gun. We'll start things off very quickly here in favor of 9Z, punishing that underpass aggression and not really necessary to make any sort of overcommitments just yet either. Positions, though, I mean, kind of hint at this B split right now, which could be super interesting considering there's 3 players here.
Yeah, Brennison. Searching for a fight on Cat, but Martinez won't even give him a chance. Still a 2 versus 5. Still 2 players here. Insani opens up with 1, but now playing their hand a bit early. A lot of damage, though, but unfortunately, Exit almost gets team killed in the mix there. Bomb's going to get planted over towards that A site, and chances are slim, but it's not impossible.
Well, it gets a bit interesting here, considering there's only really 1 player on the site proper. Exit here's the rotate, needs to be sharp on a shot. He missed, though. DGT actually going to take that instead, and then Insani left into a near impossible clutch here, where he has to find all 3 players.
Yeah, well, the first not even going to be given to him, as Max will take him down from the back, and it is a pistol round here for 9Z. Hey, I mean, they've gotten back-to-back pistols from that last map as well. So, I mean, they got to be on a roll or something like that, right?
Yeah. Now, this time, you don't have all the momentum to go up against, so I don't think the USPs will be that much of a problem. But I think they hopefully have learned their lesson. A little more careful on rounds like this, as it was a pretty sour way to go out on Ancient, where they moved on quickly as opposed to getting any sort of comeback after starting here. Mid collapse coming through here through the mollies. This is really well cleaned up, so much better than on Ancient.
That's quick, like 4 kills for Buda. So, you know, we can have a little bit of a laugh, because I think 9Z were also having a little bit of a laugh. I just remember the last round of the half. Yeah, they got all the kills, loss of the bomb, but, you know, still body spamming towards the end of it. Because there's a certain point where you get to that map of Ancient, and you're just like, well, I guess that just happened. And I think there's a little bit of a reset here for 9Z. First gun round coming up. MIBR already looking to take some forward stances, especially Insani, bottom connector, but met with the molly, will be held at bay for a little bit.
They trying to fight forward here for this mid control right now from Renaissance perspective. And see kind of positioning themselves for a quicker approach towards this A side. They've just lost their mid lurk there in Max. They've still got Hwaso Peak here. close by, but he probably is just going to have to be a late activator here, depending on how quick 9Z want to scale on this A-side take. Just no need to overextend just yet, and 9Z know that. They're not going to press the issue early.
You know, the real important thing here for a round like this in 9Z is to get a better feel for what MIBR are trying to do versus you. This is a bit of a bonus round, obviously, with Buda even holding onto that MAC-10. They just want information, but for now, they kind of have the right read. The understanding that there's a setup in play towards middle. Brennan going for that only confirms it. For 9Z, Buda could be in some trouble, though. MAC-10 gets up close, but Martinez fires one back to save. That will allow for a clean bomb plant here, but they lose DGT in the meantime. And insani leaping forward through the stairs smoke. Buda will wide swing and go down to drop. This leaves a 1 HP Martinez in some trouble at the moment. He'll just get wallbanged to be finished. 9Z with the bomb plant, though. Can't be unhappy about that.
Yeah, they've got to take what you can get there. Grabbing a nice little bomb plant. Getting some extra cash flow going, considering how that round started. And kind of rocking a bonus as well. Already, we'll get to see a little bit of back and forth early, which is a good sign for this third map. I mean, again, you can look at the top right of your screen, see the results. So far, the contest of these two teams, 3 rounds for MIBR in map 1, 1 round for 9Z in map 2. How's map 3 gonna look like?
Already gearing up to be a lot more competitive. Say that. You know, sometimes it's a little hard to mess up Mirage, you know?
Yeah, I mean, both teams look comfortable, both teams feel confident on this map, and then you add all the extra implications here. This is, you know, for all the marbles right here. This whole qualifier played out for this moment, this map.
Speed flashbang there for the swing. Didn't even see it coming. And all this smoke. We're gonna be naded open by DGT. A drop senses something. Insani now, though, aggressive inside of connector. Now pinned down in this position. Calling for some backup in safe, who nades the smoke to take down Martinez. The setup disassembled, but drop now in trouble. He can't hold on to his position. The B site broken open. But there's one big problem here, Cole. The bomb is still in middle, and MIBR are on the hunt. Save? Couldn't hit the shot, but it could be down to Insani here. He drops the bomb, and we're on the wild goose chase.
Still has a Molotov as well here. Buda looking to flank through underpass. Meanwhile, DGT taking that window approach. But look at this reposition.
It's excellent. Unprepared, and Insani's going to put it to the 1v1. 5 seconds, and top connector is where he resides. Buda goes down to 8 HP. Going to return back to the bottom of connector. Jump up. In towards window, in towards ladder. Gonna try and make the mad dash. Insani waiting for the play, but now tucks away. He doesn't want to take the fight. And Buda's made it to the B site.
Buda's gonna have all the time in the world. Get a reposition here. Insani does start to make the move once he knows there's no time to go towards that A side. But again, Buda getting himself in a valuable post plant. Gonna walk his way up towards catwalk and make this job difficult for Insani as the time ticks away.
However, catwalk's maybe not the best position you want with 8 HP. If Insani recognizes the threat, oh, well, now that he has an op, that storyline very much changes. But now running out of time, and Insani just has to make a guess. Fake on the defuse, flashbang up from catwalk, and Insani's gonna get it! Oh,
he had time.
I think
he
definitely timed. He 100% had time there. But he opted not to go for it.
I feel like he did. I mean, you can't know for sure, but I'm 90%. I'm 90% there.
Yes.
And, I mean, we heard the 10-second timer. He had a small route to get back to that bomb site, and I feel like it's just worth it. It's just worth it to give it a try there, but either way, 9Z gonna walk away with a big victory. Buda keeping his team successful Insani goes for that 1v3, and it doesn't go his way at the end of the day. We'll see if they can shake that off. They go for the aggressive purchase right back in return.
And an op dropped over to safe. And Exit also playing a very forward angle here. Looking for the early information onto a potential ramp peak. MIBR are looking to re-clear middle at the moment, but 9Z are being very passive across the map. They're trying to get some information out of MIBR, see where they want to play this game of Counter-Strike.
The well-timed smoke right there from Insani. Still has that pretty late into the round as the mid-control starts to take place. Right back in his face. A smoke and a Molotov will flush him out of connector systematically. Although 9Z really trying to press the issue on this A side. They're forcing their hand right now.
And just trying to go for the straight-up commit, and now getting shot in the back. Buda clears the smoke and drops Insani down to 1 HP. Peak knows that these players are close to A main at the moment. Hot flash through the smoke, Insani completely blind, and even a player top ticket. Safe does readjust, but quickly deleted by Max. Drop last player here in the CT spawn. Last line of defense, and he can't hold on for the kill on Martinez. It's just Brennison. Long range with just a Desert Eagle. 9Z are going to march to 4 rounds.
Unless Brennison has much to say, he does not. DGT. Gonna go ahead and put that to a rest. And 9Z handle the force buy with ease right there. Such an effective crunch. You can see how chaotic MIBR were feeling in those sort of repositions. The utility that they use for connector to establish that early control and the way they collapse into those locations. Just about as good as it gets right there coming through from this offense. That's exactly what you're hoping for.
Yeah, it feels like MIBR got corralled right into the positions that 9Z wanted them. Close A main, awkward positions, as well as on low HP, and 9Z knew where their opposition was and then quickly took advantage of it. Again, Peak just sees, I'm just going to run through the smoke. I have a player in front of me who's just probably out in the open. And he knows exactly where to look. MIBR call in attack pause to try and make sure these kind of weird situations don't happen again.
Not a bad idea. Giving a little bit of fresh air. Trying to steady yourself. But, I mean, more so probably setting their focus on the future here. Setting their focus on this next gun round. Shouldn't get too much rolling in their favor. Again, kind of huddling out towards this mid side. Gearing up for collapse. They have safe with that flashbang that can come through as soon as there's contact in the middle. They'll try and toss it one over connector.
Trying to make it happen. Here you go. Hoping to catch them out in the open, but not exactly. Peak instead has 35 bullets downrange. Max the same. And clean anti-eco on the car. Safe spotted out. Peak dismisses him quickly. 5-1 right now for 9Z.
Peak, he's getting a lot of those eco collapses right there, right? They're all flowing in through connector. That's the second time he was being able to farm it up. But again, you want these guys confident. You want them playing in tip-top shape right there. And the 9Z, they're the ones that get to start things off. A little bit of high octane, a little bit of a early successful lead, and this continues, you know, how these first 2 maps went. The one who's taken that momentum early has been able to take it all the way home.
MIBR going for some mid-re-aggression here, though. Finally trying to switch things up in the mid-round, and it's going to work. The underpass peak also finds success. Bomb down top middle, and no mid-control here. I mean, 9Z are up a creek without a paddle. Looking for the jump spot, and Martinez can't hit his opportunity. And so the chances dwindle here for 9Z. They have 50 seconds to think about this, but I question even attempting this.
Lost so much already. Played your hand a little bit. Bomb is really being huddled in on as well. They've got all eyes, for the most part, turned towards this side of the map. So good luck trying to recover it. Although, I mean, I say that. They do have a decent amount of utility. But 25 seconds, there's just not enough time.
Yeah, they're going to back away. And just a simple collapse and maybe a bit of a mistake for 9Z gets quickly punished by MIBR. Leaving the bomb top middle alone, isolated. And doesn't even give this squad a chance in the round. So MIBR will get themselves a lifeline extended to them. Gotta give them credit on the mid-re-aggression. They found the isolated players, and that's exactly what you want.
No question. Looking good there on the collapse. That's what you need right there. The ability to adapt on the fly to force back some of these mid plays here. And again, insani's showing some discipline there. I like the way he, you know, fights forward to find that kill to follow it up, get that 5v3, but doesn't overextend for a multi-kill. Smart stuff. But still, money's good on 9Z's camp. And look at the start here. Defaulting 4 players towards this B side. They want to test it early, and they're so right in doing so. There's 2 players on the site, but that's all they have.
Renison does have a Molly Prime, so there's a second one to follow up. Wasopi tries the entry through, but 9Z just jump right into the flames of this B site. Ooh, playing a dangerous game, though. Don't know how DGT didn't hit the headshot there. But either way, it's a quick 2 for 0 on the site, and little to be gained afterwards for 9Z, at least mid control, so they could set their sights elsewhere. However, Safe is in position. Gonna jump up top ticket. Nope, and spots an offer. Walks into the line, an easy kill. Now make it a 2v5, and this is more dominant from MIBR. Even going for seconds here. But the confidence is starting to roll again, and Max didn't even see his opponent.
There we go. Well, resurgence rolling on out here for MIBR. They win multiples in a row. They still have more to do if they want to try and close out. So there's still going to be the purchasing power rolling on out, but these are some quick and confident rounds from MIBR, forcing 9Z to settle back. And there's one more round, but we might see the most competitive map so far of this final. And it would be in the decider here. Like I said earlier, this is for all the marbles. This map right here is what it's all been about. That spot to start off your year by just locking in a qualification for IEM Chengdu. They're going to run back the same play twice. Give them a second chance at this.
I mean, Brennison has the same util set if it comes down to it. A little bit more delay here today, especially with this smoke. Allows for a push forward. Util about to go up in the sky. Flashes out as well. Drop completely blinded up, and now here comes the crossfire again with Brennison too, and Drop's holding the line for a triple kill. He'll go down eventually. The entries will arrive. A bomb plant, though, can't really be secured. The Molly delays even further. We're getting close to the angles here. If they want a double swing, Safe will nail the shot at least, but maybe not what DGT wants. He's tossed into a clutch. Very winnable here, though. Time beckons him for the plant. Going for the fake. Find the player on catwalk, but can't convert the kill. And that will be Insani instead to follow up from inside of market. Working together there despite the different positions. MIBR close the deficit.
Here we are. MIBR getting closer and closer to shutting things out right here. They're going to find themselves at potentially a tied scoreline. They will get a little back and forth in this half. See if they can continue to hold the line. So pretty aggressive in the purchasing. DGT getting into a Galil. They want to continue to test this B side. They think they have a read here, but so far they have held just perfectly on this B side defense between Drop and Brennison. They've had no troubles breaking those executes and slowing them down.
So up middle, I mean, it's gonna be such a massive dry face out middle, but it works. Okay, Wasso Peak, I see where he gets the name. And all right, but there has to be a whole lot more to back it up, and there might be. It's an isolated drop and a refrag there from DGT. Really makes this site feel lonely for Drop. They'll play it from the back of the site. An awkward position. Can't convert the initial kill. The T's begin to close on in. Now he's out of ammunition. But it's safe to try and pick up the slack. And nade in towards bench will be good.
Oh
what
my
has happened here? Buda from long range. He hits 3 Eagle headshots and wins the round for 9Z. What?
Oh, in an instant right there, Buda. They need a timeout to figure out what even happened right there. All of a sudden, there's just 3 kills in the feed. Buda one by one breaks him down. The Deagle headshots roll out. He was still in apartments and never found. 9Z will keep their lead.
How did that happen? He's just up in the apartments there. He 1Ds one person on the site and then he finds 2 in market? Where did that come from? That is, I mean, that is first and foremost devastating for MIBR in a round that they were just guaranteed to win. 9Z turn it down in their head. And we're in the later stages of the half. There's no time to really course correct from that. Up 6-4 at least now for 9Z and given a second wind here.
Absolutely, no question about it. But a new lease on life. I mean, again, they consistently tested that B side, and I wasn't sure if it was the right idea, but finally they find the vision they were hoping for. Wasso Peak cracks it open with the Deagle. I mean, it's the 2, again, academy prospects that 9Z have identified that saved them their lead here in the 3rd map, leaning on some of these young guns.
Well. Now 9Z just put it on a slow burn. But, you know, honestly, MIBR just coming through with a straight up 4-man stack in this mid round. And it can work. Martinez try flying through, looking for the entry onto this ticket player. While Brennison, however, is also finding himself in towards Firebox, and now the trap is sprung. Each player finding their own kills on every single part of this setup. Wasso Peak will walk on through. That is the only kill 9Z get in this round. If they have to rely on these huge individual plays, this map is going to still be very competitive. This one falls flat.
Don't have too much of a struggle getting past that right there. Great defense offered up, but Wasso Peak, he drops the op and might be able to recover it. I mean, that's not going to be able to repurchase in these future rounds, so what a way to go down. If you're going to go down, at least go down swinging like that.
My goodness. But yeah, you can just see the whole setup is there perfect for MIBR. It's the way you play the stack as well. You know, they kept their cards close to their chest. They didn't let them know where all the entire defense was. Maybe it's just a CT spawn player. Maybe they're just one at Firebox. And every player individually opens up and they all get their isolated kill. But a different tone this round. 9Z expanding. Oh, at exit, you could be in trouble if you're looking up that tall. DGT is going to find the entry. Slow walk out A main. That is the call here from 9Z. Works out wonderfully. But mid control still not guaranteed, and Insani will complete a refrag to get an advantage back again for MIBR.
Holding steady here, Insani. Gonna collapse towards the middle here. This timing gonna work out brilliantly for Brenezen. He does get traded though pretty quickly. That Tech 9 does damage.
Oh, and Max searching for the kill. He can't get it. And with the bomb down, he has to continue fighting. Buda will do it for him, but now tossed into the clutch for the last round of this half.
Buda left last man standing here. Tough task at hand. But, man, oh man, has he been sharp. Maybe the right guy for the job. Multiple clutches won by this guy already.
He's going to make a reposition up towards catwalks, which can actually be unexpected, because look at this. The jiggle peaks here from Insani is not of the right mind. Buda basically knows where these two players are, but Insani, about his wits, it is equals here at the half. It is as close as you can get it.
This world is slowing down. How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound? Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out. That is searing. My head is spinning round. Oh, I hear you now. Yes, the wolves are out. Inside of our reality. Satellites singing serenity. Send our signal, please remember me. Send our signal, promise me free.
So one more half to decide who goes to IEM Chengdu. And it's dead even, 6-6 right now at the half. And 9Z, while I had some moments, once again, It's MIBR who feel like they're playing the better Counter-Strike, but it's 9Z who have the individual moments.
That they do, man. Some incredible rounds. Buda delivering multiple different, just shocking clutches. And now we'll see the second half how it's going to play out. As competitive as can be, 6-6 in that first. And looking to extend some favor here. And Insani going to be leading the charge with some aggression out of Palace.
And will we have a player walk up the ladder to try and take him down? Martinez just beneath him, but Insani instead will deal with Waso Peak. Now a little bait and switch setup potential between Max and Martinez, but their world is going to get a whole lot smaller as Exit moves into jungle as well, and then a headshot through the boxes. Martinez not going to be silent about his approach because he flicks up for a triple kill. Martinez is going off. He's running out of ammo though. Surely this is where he gets ran down, or no. Safety arrives in DGT. Martinez looking for the 4K or Exit for the clutch. Now on 15 HP though, and it'll be Buda to finish it off. What an effort coming through from Martinez to get 9Z the pistol.
Martinez, what a heroic round right there, man. Just beautiful 3K rolling through, crisp shots in a single clip. Just putting MIBR's execute down when they start to find that ground and take that space there. Martinez is the one that rips it right on back and still holding steady here. Martinez, big time to step up right here. Again, third map. You get to wipe the slate clean. You can deliver a CT side. That's enough to close out this series. 9Z going to be incredibly happy with your debut.
And it should just get even better here because 2 flashes and well, it does blind up the AUG eventually, and actually out of ammunition here is Martinez who has the backup, and that's about as expected here. 9Z with the first 2 rounds of this half, and the uphill battle begins for MIBR.
Let's see. Start 9Z. We're hoping to get off to here. Nice 2-0 in the second half, and just to keep things up. No big deal dealing with the pressure. They will go for a massive bonus round, though. Talking 3 MP9s maintained, Alpha Boss, and at least Martinez has a scope of some variety. They are up against so much firepower. So what do they have? Do they have anything special cooked up for a round like this where the MP9s do kind of need to close that distance?
Looks like a little bit of early mid presence from 9Z, but Exit will make sure it's clear. But mostly just playing the extremities of this map. I'd be surprised if MIBR just hit it with a straight execute at this moment, considering the positions across the map. But now with connector control trying to be established, MIBR are taking the next steps to get this execute going.
Gonna kick it into gear here, showing a little bit of their prong of approach. So, but look at this catwalk pressure that they're gonna apply soon. It's up to Martinez to hold steady against this.
Yeah, and hoping, but Buda's out in the open, and absolutely now instantly traded by Brennison. Buda out of position and not prepared. Down easily, so 9Z's defense quite weak, but trying to push forward. The FT9's running gun, almost a double kill there for Max. It's been round defining, but instead it'll be Huaso Peak on the trade. Smoke on the bomb as well, and with the kit though, could be possible, but cross cut off by Brennison. They need to clear out this get right position. DGT will scoop up an AK, but these positions are just being so tucked in and unknown, but now spotted out. Brennison might be able to be honed in upon. Huaso Peak gets access to that bomb, however. Gonna try and start that defuse. DGT does get the refrag, but Huaso Peak comes off the bomb for the retake. 9Z again clutch up these rounds.
Again, it's this academy move up. Huaso Peak coming through there big time in the clutch. Just about getting, I mean, I was gonna say they just don't have the resources to get the retake down range. The MP9s and Famosas, they shouldn't be enough to get the retake, but they still managed to make it happen. They close out comfortably here. And MIBR, I mean, another timeout. These clutches are so frustrating. They're infuriating. It's the same problem they ran into in this last series versus this team. These post plants just sometimes aren't closed out. Small mistakes are made here by MIBR, and it's fully taken advantage of when you're 9Z.
But at least coming through with a bomb plant. And you could say, yes, they took all the guns away, but left it down to a 1 versus 1. But you do have to say that was the bonus round for 9Z. They weren't, again, they want to use these rounds to kind of sense out what their opponent is trying to get up to, and that was more of just a systematic round where MIBR take that mid control and then just work into the split. But 9Z's full intention, they want to win every round they can, but it's no big deal if they don't. Even bigger boot if they do. Here we are, 9-6.
Bonus converted, op in the hands of Martinez. He's going to be so happy to have this. He's going to already get a chance to use it as well out of the gates.
There's a dry swing as well, and Martinez ain't missing that. Now, Pasoki could be in trouble, but gets the dink on a safe. At least the refrag, however. Safe completes the kill. Drop is going to try making moves here. Trying to take the isolated fight. I respect it, but Max beats him on the head-to-head.
Hit a massive pause after that. Losing out on another member here. Safe down pretty low as well from that early damage taken from Wazo Peak. So they've shown their hand. They've shown their cards early. They've used a lot of this utility down. And they're having to slow things down and wait it out now. Maybe rerouting as well. You've got one player on the opposite side of the map from the other two. Doesn't look like anyone's budging either. Finally, you're going to see exit start to join up here, but time is going to tick off. Some valuable time as they look to execute back on this A side. We're talking 35 seconds left with one smoke.
And it really matters where that smoke goes. Where Max is, he sees the angle and gets safe down. Surely that has to give some information that's coming over to this A side. DGT, though, underneath balcony wasn't even needed. Max gets the kill. Exit just a save here. It's double digits for 9Z. They are 3 rounds away from heading off to IEM Chengdu. He's chasing. And DGT is chasing as well. You can feel the confidence. 9Z can taste victory right now.
Confidence starting to swell. Martinez maybe the next man to try and take that task, but not going to find him in time here. Yeah, I mean, it's rough scenes for MIBR as well. They're going to very likely make some tough decisions. I mean, do they want to go for the full force buy? We saw that utility in that last round was lacking crucially in the late round when their initial plans didn't work out. We'll get a half buy, but unless they can make some magic happen for players like Exit, Drop with the rifles, it's going to be tough to ask these Deagles to step up to the plate here.
So where are they going to take it? Here for IBR, like, no money remaining here for Exit, so he'll be the man who tries to trade out all these pistols to get the space for his team. He'll lead the charge for the fight. That is the biggest prong of approach revealed for MIBR.
I thought maybe Max would look to fight more this con control, but just gonna toss that smoke down and give over this mid side of things here. Making no mistakes so far. They've got eyes on window with this boosted play, or rather elevated angle in ladder. And even more help coming through as well. Martinez close by. Flash isn't avoided though. Quick kill coming through from Drop.
But now the boost up. It was about to be spotted, but Max could let go of the line for just a bit. Turns back in towards this window room, but doesn't want to tussle too much. 20 seconds, though. And they still have yet to work their way up connector. The off of Martinez spot so many players. First kill is good. Now down to 11 HP, 17 seconds. Got him to get a move on here. Max going in for the spray. He'll go down, but it's Huaso Peak back at the site. He can stop this bomb play. He could win the round on his own. And it's Exit who has the cut coverage for the plant, even though it's right out in the open. Now Buda, though, he starts to cut down players. Martinez starts to arrive on the scene. It's a radical 2 versus 2. It keeps getting crazier and crazier. Brennison, is he prepared here for spawn? He'll be able to take down Martinez. It puts Buda in the 1 versus 2. He sets his sights into a triple box and spots the first player out. Goes for the wall bang, but nothing gives. And now hitting the halfway point on the bomb. Creeping underneath him as well. It lies safe. And it's 7 rounds for MIBR.
Oh man, what a time to come alive right there. The Deagles do come through. They are able to find so much impact on that A-side play, moving quickly. MIBR will keep 9Z away from closing out this mapping and closing out this series, locking in a qualification here. What a time to come alive. That's gotta be a momentum builder. That's gotta be some life bouncing back into this MIBR team. They needed a round like that, being able to handle those chaotic situations in which 9Z have really thrived in, not only in this series but the last. And they'll keep it up. Hang in there. 7 rounds now.
So the distance closes just a little bit, and especially so if MIBR could pick up this one. You know, 9Z could feel that the victory was on the horizon, but MIBR with a bit of reality setting in, just being able to slowly work that opening pick and turn it into a round victory. That's the formula here for MIBR.
Absolutely. For that formulaic success. Look at the 9Z though, late into this game here to make a call like this. Aggressing up middle. Martinez looking to lead the charge here with the AWP. He's going to have a test.
Gonna play the elevated off angle, but look who's watching. Safe. Posted up on the line, and Martinez misses, but he is able to escape. Now doesn't want to stay around for too long, though. Those HEs could have been his doom. He's out of there.
Thinking about hanging around there, but really wise not to force that duel right there. Force the opening pick. The value of his life can be stated here in the late round still, but drop. Look at that lurk. Finding himself a kill over towards that B side, setting a lot of panic in this defense.
They're flying through smokes. They see the opportunity and they destroy it. DGT off headshot through bench. Save for 9Z as MIBR begin to march back into this map.
You can see the impact right there, man. The instant shuffling once you lose that B anchor for your players to start to get super uncomfortable, worrying about multiple different angles with no rotations coming through in time. MIBR, like we said here, not slowing down. They win a massive lifeline there with the half buy working wonders for them, and they extend it even further. Drop now back into some of those entry duels there, playing on the extremity, playing a very tough role of trying to figure out those push and pull of timing that can take place in these rounds, in these sort of situations. It's so chaotic, but finds a big entry right there, and then Safe following it up, making sure that no time is bought at all in this B side.
So MIBR trying to keep it going in this race. And honestly, I feel like it's just an individual moment there. I'm not sure if Buda was going for the jump spots or not, or if he went up on towards the barrels. But it's this isolated kill that breaks the round open. And to be honest, it's the isolated kills that 90 kind of want as a team. But it's MIBR who are willing to play the same Counter-Strike.
Could be interesting here. Again, it might be they've got a heavy default here. Not a lot of rerouting options, so 4 players in apartments. Makes you think this call is already established. It's already made. See if that's the case as they inch their way forward. Jump spot. Gather some info. There's that info that they were looking for. Safe. Spots a pistol. But that op is also there. Close by Martinez. He'll be most likely that first player to take contact.
I mean, MIBR just being dead silent about their map control at the moment.
Drop here's these jump spots for sure. Look at this mid control being established, already pressuring that issue. But I think 9Z really want to bait them into this B play.
We're hitting the B site. Good flashes, though. A great execute on the way. Dancing around the site. Martinez needs to hit this shot, though, and he cannot. It's drop complete entry of this entire site. Triple kill there. And we go down to a single round, the difference. Huasu Peak falls. MIBR on the road to recovery. They're not done with IEM Chengdu yet.
Drop really standing tall in some of these rounds, man. Pressure applied, but complete composure there. MIBR really could have gone wrong right there if they executed without the proper utility and proper protocols. They had Molotovs for Van to cover off some extra bases. Those flashbangs completely nullified Martinez. You could see the panic in his eyes as those flashes started to land. And right now, we're getting into another gun round without the Oppa Martinez here. Mid control being prioritized with the rifles instead. Look at this boost.
Oh, Safe is looking for it. He sees it, but he falls off just at the last moment. Fortunate for 9Z, they dodge a bullet, quite literally.
They do so much damage in return as well. So even though their mid control doesn't go exactly as planned, they walk away with so much utility damage. 2 players on half HP. But again, look at the eyes that Drop demands right now on this map. His lurking in apartments has been something so frustrating for 9Z that they'll just keep 2 eyes, 2 players locked in on his position here to try and nullify him.
I kind of like this from MIBR. They're pressuring other parts of the map to hope Drop can get that isolated kill. Once again, DGT might just give it to him, but I think he's crouched down just below the lip. He'll go for the jump up, though. It's a bit of a whiffed one. And Drop again putting on such insane pressure on the B site, but leave it to DGT. Someone's brave enough to fight this man.
Yeah, I mean, fighting fire with fire here, not fearing. Bit of the beast here. 35 seconds left. They've got the proper rotations, but they're just starting to fade back over towards this B side as the execute comes on through. They're going to explode on through this smoke.
And leaves it to Martinez. He's without a lot of help. In fact, he's the only player on this side who just has a flashbang. Now getting wallbang, but a great counter flash comes through, and then the trap activates. Huasu Peak with the double kill, shuts down the connector play, and with 10 seconds left, Buda, he can end the round here, looks for the bomb planter, great target selection, and now Insani put in an awkward situation, have to go for the plant. Huasu Peak closing on the could give Insani a 1v1 he doesn't want. It's now the double swing, though. Wait for the coordination. 9Z now 2 rounds away from IEM Chengdu.
I mean, such a smart play from Huasu Peak there. Taking that fight, but then waiting. Once that bomb gets planted, he knows he doesn't want to give over an isolated duel. He just hides in the back of triple, gives his teammates time to double swing. And it's so impossible to win that round when you complete those extra details. And again, we're talking about a player with a severe lack of experience playing up against top caliber players, has only done so with this 9Z team. And the fact that he can show that level of that level of discipline is so impressive.
Even when, you know, the pressure's on in the moment, like, it's probably the biggest moment in like Huasu Peak's short career here with 9Z, being able to make it to a big event, and he has the patience to wait. Flashbang deep in towards middle. TGT looking for fights. 9Z willing to put on the pressure, but now the mid 20 mark, they're already basically turtle on the sights.
Yeah, I mean, so much utility dispense from MIBR to threaten this mid control, and you think in the back of your mind where the possibility of these players can be. They can be huddled over and towards so many different positions right now. You have no ladder control. You have very little connector control. They could be flanking window. There's so many thoughts spiraling. And 9Z can MIBR call around it properly.
I like this from Martinez, trying to hunt down Drop, who's consistently been the problem in the B apartments, but stays elusive again. We're ending on the B site now. Smoke in towards the market window, but 2 players in position. The nade, though, right on top of DGT. He's not going to survive long. Martinez, though, back to the site, trying to do everything for his team, but nowhere to run. Meets drop face to face. Plant to go through here for MIBR and 9Z. They're going to have to wave the white flag. It keeps getting closer.
They have to call it. No other options right now. They have to call it quits. That's exactly what they'll do. I mean, again, man, Drop does so much work to create chaos on the bomb site there. The execution power from MIBR is overwhelming. Martinez holds the line. He tries his very best. But after he gets 2 kills, the spacing is good from MIBR. They will lock in that last kill remaining. The last kill necessary to ensure victory. That's exactly where they find themselves.
Terrorists win.
So there you have it. Deficit now down to 1. Buda has enough to drop over a gun. It really is just... What's the call here? What does Max want for his team? Goal, I think we might be getting all 24.
All the rounds for this third map. I mean, again, it fit the finish for this series. Some dominant affairs in the first 2 maps, but as we head to the decider, both teams know what's on the line right now. Multiple rifles in window.
The firing squad assembled. And it finds one through the smoke. Probably just got a glimpse of Brennison. And one of these rifles stay active and aggressive. Works out well. Now Drop hears the thunder stomping. How will MIBR react in the 4v5?
Drop has to be careful here. I think his presence in the server, when you click tab and know he's still alive, creates so much panic. He wants to maintain that pressure here. Look at this. Heard the jump spotting again. They're going to boost Buda up. And he's probably going to discount this angle. But no, he doesn't. He's still aware of the possibility. And Buda quickly dismisses Drop. This leaves only one prong of approach towards this B site. And an extra rifle to pick up as well.
Look at that. And now Buda can take first contact on the shift block here. It could be 9Z making it all out. And now Buda, he's just playing bait and switch. It doesn't matter when he goes down because are you prepared for DGT and apartments? Well, there's 3 kills from MIBR. It doesn't matter. 9Z completely prepared for this play, but it doesn't matter. MIBR makes the 3v5 comeback.
What just happened right there? Everyone falls to pieces in a matter of seconds. They have the full stack. They have everyone ready to go. Apartments control as well. And everyone falls at the hands of MIBR. Somehow they managed to make that happen. 9Z have been so good in these late rounds, so good at not making those sort of mistakes right there, but when it's all on the line, when they have a chance to find themselves on series point qualification to Chengdu, they actually crumble right there, big time.
And it's the moment where the market players peak before the apartments. And DGT takes contact, so it's kind of slows them down. Where if they just lied and wait, all things said, it is just a mistake, a miscommunication there from 9Z. Missing out on the coordination in the high pressure situation. MIBR are back from the dead. Can they make good on it? Is the question. Swing there from Safe, but a missed shot. Max will stay just alive for a moment longer. Run boost across here for Safe. Wide swing on towards Cat. Safe lucky to be alive.
They will at least keep that 5v5 safe. Not the biggest concern that he's on low HP there, considering he is wielding that AWP. But it is probably going to force him to play a little bit more passive now. That could be something that can offer up some relief here for 9Z. But the X factor right now, Drop. Playing in the apartments angle here, always close by, always tucked in these pesky little walls that give him so much to work with. Doesn't seem like much cover. But he manages to land these timings so incredibly well. Speaking of timings here, Max nearly plucks Safe out of the server. He nearly finished the job on Safe. They're looking for another splitting towards B here.
And up. Drop finally trying to get ran down though. In the meantime, up cat we go. Max behind the smoke hole. And free, and he gets two! Buda finally takes down Drop as well. It might be 9Z to sit on series point first, but it's a mad dash in towards connector. Doesn't matter. Right into the off of Martinez. Safe will open up with at least one. He's gonna go ahead and give this a whirl, but 15 seconds left. I mean, it's curtains on this one. He's missed the jump. He's run out of time. And now he won't have his op either. Plenty of cash still for MIBR. But the real big winner, 9Z are on Chengdu point.
Here we go. Serious point to try and close things out. Qualify for IEM Chengdu. They have one chance, one opportunity right here and right now versus MIBR to try and lock it in. As much pressure on this round alone. Again, the full closed qualifiers, the weight of the world on this one. And MIBR have all the tools at their disposal here for this last round to keep themselves alive. They've been abusing this B-side over and over again. Constantly testing the waters here. Will they try it one more round to try and close things out? That's the big question now.
Drop is coming through with the switch up. He's moving into underpass to help out middle, and Brennison catches DGT. Unexpected on the play. Two instant openers for MIBR.
Well, what a start right there. 5v3 panic sets in for the rest of the roster as they know the 12 for MIBR could coming through unless someone steps up. Someone's a hero. Also, Peak thinks he might have caught something clear towards that A side. Starts to call out some extra rotation, some extra support towards B, this part of the map that they have been trying to abuse consistently. To Drop's credit, he has been so successful, but 9Z going for the full gamble. All the marbles right now on reading into MIBR, and I think they're right on the money. I think they're exactly right. Look at this positioning.
Martinez, I mean, it's on to him right now. He's on the line in the nick of time and will be able to take down Drop. Will that start the execute? Will MIBR second guess themselves? It looks like they are. It's a mad dash over to the B site, or rather A site here for MIBR.
They've tested their luck one too many times on this B site. They know it's going to be a tough ask here, but Martinez is quick on the rotations and could cut them off.
He will. He's going to shoot one in the back. Brennison down. He's going to play in the volley for a collateral. It's the 4K for Martinez to try and win this round single-handedly for 9Z. He's pushing through the smoke as well. He's hunting for the ace, but who else will also peek to do it? Martinez with the masterclass to win the series for 9Z. They're off to Chengdu.
You've got to be kidding me. What a way to finish the job right there. Of course, it's Martinez, the one who did it to MIBR in that first matchup, that upper bracket final. He does it again. And the